Hello and welcome to the Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup round of 16 for 2026. My name is Jack Coburn and today it's Brazil versus Japan. Brazil, of course, not being the inventors of soccer, but the ones who have done the most with the game over the years, look to dominate Japan in this night match. We'll be playing as Japan to give it at least somewhat of a fair shake. We'll make it a clear night match here in the United States. Brazil versus Japan. Japan with Kazuyoshi Miura, who has played on Brazilian teams as a teenager. Kind of sounds a little like Captain Tsubasa. Japan will start with the ball. Hopefully they'll get it out of Miura. He can get an early goal. It'll be interesting to see because Brazil, of course, with this team, made the '98 final, losing to France. Alright, let's get started. Let's see this play. Lopez passes to Miura, who's going to run it downfield. See what the Brazilian defense can do with him. Miura takes the shot in the back of the net. 1 minute gone. Japan leads 1-0. Kazuyoshi Miura, of course, still playing today at the age of 59 years old, scores another World Cup goal for the Japanese. It's the ball low and in. Brazil now has the ball. Let's see if Japan can do a great job of sealing this match up. Lopez gets it off of the Brazilian player, passes it to Akita, passes it back to Lopez, who I believe is a Portuguese player who acquired Japanese citizenship when he played in the the J League, that's what it's called. I almost called it the JSL. I know that is wrong because that's the pre-92 name for the first division in Japanese soccer. It's now the J League. Romario gets it. Lopez scoops it back up, passes it back to Yanagimoto, who passes to Yamaguchi. Passes out to Iwamoto on the wing, who goes to make the play, but Denilson reads the telegraph. Ronaldo gets it from Denilson, and the play begins to go back the other way. Moriyama does a great job of stopping the Brazilian player's charge. Iwamoto gets it up to the Japanese player, but Bayano is able to steal it away, passes it to Denilson out on the wing. Denilson runs it in. Iwamoto does a great sliding tackle, gets all the ball, passes it to Miura, who puts it down into the open field. Now it's a run for the contested ball. Miura gets it back, runs it down. Zeddy, the Brazilian goalkeeper, smothers the ball right off of Miura's foot. And the play breaks down. It goes back the other way to the Brazilians. Goes off the Brazilians. The Japanese get the ball. It's 54% possession for Brazil, 46% for Japan, but Japan has the early goal. Otake takes the ball, tosses it up, gets it to Ihara, who's going to get it over to Miura, runs it down the field. Dunga does a great job of stopping the play. Ronaldo now has it. Takes the shot. Kawaguchi makes the save. Keeping Japan's hopes alive for this World Cup. Boots it down the field. Here it comes. Miura gets it. Passes it up to Iwamoto. Passes it over to Yamaguchi. Everybody's sharing the ball. Takes the shot. Yamaguchi scores! 22 minutes in, it's 2-0 Japan. It's been a very fascinating Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup, but I will say this. After this World Cup, Asmira runs it in, takes the shot, just wide of the net. After this World Cup, we're not playing FIFA on the channel for a little while. I'm a little bit FIFA'd out, shall we say. The round of 32 last week took a lot out of me. So let's just see what we can do here. The Brazilian goalkeeper, Zeddy, gets ready. Get ready, Zeddy. Steady. Go. Boots it down the field. Gets it to Mario. Who gets the ball turned over to Ihara. Yamaguchi gets it over to Mura. Trying to run the ball in. Takes the shot. Puts it in the back of the net. 31 minutes gone. It's 3-0 Japan. I bet the Brazilians weren't expecting this as the Japanese celebrate. Look at this. Here we go. Kazuyoshi Mura scoring 2 goals. Gets the ball from Yamaguchi, the other goal scorer. Dekes around the Brazilian defense, makes them all look like children. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Brazil's scratching their heads, wondering what's going on, how are they doing this? Mura gets it off of the Brazilian player, gets it to Lopez, who had so many chances in the last match. Again, off the crossbar. He's found the crossbar so much during this tournament. Rivaldo gets it off of probably Lopez, if not. Juninho gets it to Cruz. Danielson gets it. Yanagimoto gets it off of him. Passes it to Iwamoto. Gets it to Mura out in the center. Runs it down the field. Takes the shot. Zeddy makes the save. Everybody runs downfield. Injury time now. It's 3-0 Japan. Everybody's looking forward to getting to the locker room. Romario gets it. Passes it over to Juninho. He jukes around the Japanese defense. Flicks it in. It's 1. Juninho scores. It's 3-1 Japan. Scoring right at the end of injury time. Just flicks it over to the goalkeeper, fouls it in. Not a bad way to do that. Lopez gets the ball. Takes the shot. Romario deflects it. Goes wide for a Japanese corner. Otake is going to take it. Passes it out to. Takes a short low ball. Iwamoto has it. Puts it off the crossbar. Puts it off the sidebar. Good try by Iwamoto. 5 shots on target for Japan, 2 for Brazil. The Brazilian goalkeeper Zeddy gets ready on his line. Boots it down the field. And that will be that. The half is over. Players come off the field. Let's take a look at the statistics. 3 goals, 9 attempts on goal, 5 shots on target for the Japanese with 1 corner, 1 goal, 2 attempts on goal, 2 shots on target for the Brazilians. Alright, let's get started with the second half. Brazil starts with the ball. Let's see what magic they can do. Juninho scored in extra time to give the Brazilians a fighting hope. Ronaldo boots it down the field. Kawaguchi, the goalkeeper, does a great job of breaking up the play. Gets it downfield. Lopez gets it back. Passes it on to Akita, who passes it to Mura, who takes the shot. Zeddy makes the save off the 18. 48 minutes gone. Let's see how breaks down. Downfield, downfield, downfield. Dunga gets it. Akita swats up the ball perfectly. Miura is offside. Play breaks down. The Japanese are, even with the lead, are still trying to extend it, but they're not playing a desperate game. They know they have the advantage. Roberto Carlos is ready to take the free kick. Shoots it down the field. Kawaguchi swallows it up before Ronaldo can get to it. Miura gets it. Danielson gets it off of Miura, passes it down to Dunga, takes the shot. Kawaguchi makes the save, wasn't troubled too much by it, boots it back downfield. Miura has the ball. Scores his hat trick. 57th minute. It is 4-1 Japan. Brazil looks to be gone home early from this World Cup. They probably were not expecting this. Frankly, neither was I. Brazil beats the ball downfield. Kawaguchi makes the save. Boots back upfield. Bayano able to read the play, but Yamaguchi able to control the ball. Otake gets it, passes it to Endo, who passes it to Yanagimoto, who runs it down the field. Back passes it. Miura is offside, however, and the Brazilians get the ball at the 50 for the free kick. 4-1 Japan. Ihara gets it, boots it downfield, passes it to Lopez, puts it up into the Brazilian zone. Roberto Carlos collects it. Cruz boots it back downfield. Yanagimoto gets it, passes it out to Akita, passes it to Otake. Cruz is able to read the ball from Otake. Romario gets it, fires it in. 7 shots on target for Brazil, 7 shots on target for Japan. Miura gets it over to Otake. Bayano gets it. Ronaldo is offside, however. Japan gets a free kick out just around the 50-yard mark. Bayano comes off. Djamila comes in. Lopez takes a shot, boots it hard downfield. Zeddy does a great job of stopping the play. Ronaldo gets it. Kawaguchi gets it from Ronaldo. Tosses it out to Yanagimoto. Tosses it, who passes it to Endo, passes it to Otake, passes it up to Cruz, who gets it to Endo. Miura takes the shot, puts it in the back of the net. 79th minute, 4th goal. This looks like they're going to send Brazil home early. Japan is celebrating and doing the airplanes. Hanging out, having a great time doing it. Miura scores. Let's look at this replay. Brazil boots the ball downfield. Japanese player gets it to Mura. Just wrong foots everybody, puts it in the net. '87th minute, Kawaguchi boots it out. Dishamiya has it, boots it downfield. Kawaguchi again gets it, boots it back downfield. They're just going to play catch with each other, it looks like. Yamaguchi, Otake, Lopez, Yamaguchi. Zeddy makes the save, smothers the ball, injury time. And to boot it down the field. Gets it out to Iwamoto. Gonna pass it to Daniel, who's gonna turn it over to Danielson. Gets it down the field. Kawaguchi makes the save. 11 shots on target for Brazil, 9 for Japan. Gets it down the field. Lopez puts it into the Brazilian zone. Roberto Carlos takes the shot. Romario is offside. Japan gets a free kick. This will probably be the game. We're going to just do a short little touch, says Japan. And that's it. 5-1 Japan. Japan moves on to the quarterfinals on the strength of Kazuyoshi Miura, doing a fantastic job here. 4 goals, man of the match, of course, Miura. Alright, 1 goal, 11 attempts on goal, 11 shots on target for the Brazilians. 5 goals, 13 attempts on goal, 9 shots on target, and 1 corner for Japan. Thank you so much for watching. My name, of course, has always been Jack Coburn and will always be Jack Coburn. This has been the Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup Round of 16 for 2026. Please do like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for the next video, and we will see you next time when Colombia takes on France. Alright, talk to you later. Bye-bye. This has been a presentation of Alsatian Productions. Yes!